I've been talking about my book here on this channel, but I don't think I've ever explained what it's actually about. No Gods at Night, the title of the book, is basically what if Filipino history was actually manipulated by Filipino folklore creatures in the background. The main storyline follows Lapu-Lapu and what happened before Magellan arrived. Spoilers, but Magellan dies and Lapu-Lapu's forces killed him. I think anyone who has access to Wikipedia or something will know that. But I think my book is more about the journey rather than the destination. Now, where does the folklore come in? Well, there is a war going on in the background. It's the Aghoys versus the Aswangs. Now, who are the Aghoys? People have different interpretations for them. They're basically mythical, elven-like or druid-like spirits who can appear in ethereal human form, often associated with nature like forests and rivers, who have some vague magical abilities. In my story, they have explicit power over nature. They can make branches strike at enemies, they can make roots entangle them, they can summon fruits and leaves instantly, and they can move around trees where they are planted, etc. But there's a catch. Every spell they take from nature, and the more they take, the more they hurt nature and themselves too. So there's kind of an environmental theme going on around them. On the other hand, the Aswangs are former humans, just like in most folklore stories. But here, they have been cursed by the Aghoys for their crimes against nature. And depending on their crime, they have been turned into dogs, or nature spirits in the form of trees, or bats. But the curse went out of control. The dogs turned into Asuwangs, with the letter U in between. Nature spirits turned into Unglos, or Tikbalangs in Tagalog. The bats turned into Ananangals, or Mananangals in Tagalog, and so on and so forth. So Aswang is kind of like an umbrella term for all of them. And since this is set on Visayas, the central part of the Philippines, I have to remember to use the more Visayan terms and not Tagalog, which is the primary language in the northern part of the country. The majority of the Aswangs are stuck in their form, but there are a few who have slowly gained the ability to be half human, half Aswang. Tamed Aswangs, as I call it, with a few catches, but I won't be able to explain in full detail here. But you know how a vampire gets hurt by a garlic? It's kind of like that. When a Aswang gets exposed to spice, their true form gets revealed. Why spice though? Well, Magellan launched his expedition to find a new route to the Spice Islands. So I thought that was a nice way to connect those two worlds. This video is kind of getting too long and I want to keep my videos as short for now, so see you in part 2.